Therefore, there are temptations to protect the interests of one's ethnic group against other ethnic groups. Unfortunately, this happens in the church too. When trouble goes, Jehovah sees. It is good to have you with me again on this episode of Ekklesia Peace Network, an initiative for the promotion of the peace of the household of faith. Last episode, we started discussing about ethnicity as a major factor of church conflict. And I did promise that we'll talk about the three dimensions of ethnicity according to scholars. There are basically three theories that have been proposed by scholars on ethnicity. These theories explain the reason behind ethnicity or the motivating factors behind ethnicities. These dimensions or theories are not proposed for the church, but the truth of the matter is that they are related to the church. And what are these three theories? The primordial theory, the constructivism theory, and the instrumentalism theory. Today, we will start to talk about the primordial theory of ethnicity. The primordial theory talks about primordial values and considerations in the explanation for ethnicity. This theory says that ethnicity is inherent, it is natural, and that people are born into their ethnic group. And therefore, there is a tendency to attach sentiment to anything that has to do with ethnicity, with tribe, with culture, with everything around ethnicity. And this is why people attach sentiment to their place of birth, to their language, and other ethnic-related issues. It is also because people attach their identity to their ethnic group. They think their identity is attached to their ethnic group. And that is why, for example, in Nigeria, you see somebody seeing himself as a Yoruba man before he's in Nigeria. You see somebody seeing himself as an Eshekiri man than as a Nigerian. You see somebody seeing himself as an Irobo man, as an Igbo man, as an Usa man, as an Efik man, before he sees himself as in Nigeria. This is an important factor in ethnicity. Sometimes you see people of the same ethnic group, I mean the larger ethnic group, talk about their villages, about their towns before the larger ethnic group. For example, you see here somebody saying, I'm an Ijebu man, I'm an Egba man, I'm an Ogbomoso man, and I'm an Oyo man, I'm an Ibadan man, before talking about I'm a Yoruba man. That is how much of sentiment that people attach to ethnicity. Sometimes people unconsciously attach their existence to their ethnicity, as if they cannot exist without being a member of that ethnic group. As a university student, I know of a professor that we always travel from Lagos to his hometown every Friday to come back on Monday morning. And to do what? To sit down with local people. Many times, some of them are not people that are of the same academic standard with him. They drink palm wine together. They play local game, IU together. They joke together. They will do that from Friday evening to Sunday evening, and they will return to Lagos on Monday. And that is how much priority the professor placed on his hometown. And it is why people follow ethnic leaders, even if their actions are against the general masses. Many times it is a blind followership without thinking, without reasoning, sometimes not because they are gaining anything personally from it, but because they are just attached to anything about their ethnic group. It is also because people derive their sense of belonging from their ethnicity or their ethnic group. They think this is where I belong, I do not belong here. Therefore, there are temptations to protect the interests of one's ethnic group against other ethnic groups. Unfortunately, this happens in the church too. The tendency to protect our ethnic men, ethnic women in the church, regardless of what they do, regardless of what they don't do. It is also possible for church to be dominated by certain ethnic group that the interests of other ethnic groups will not be protected. It is also very possible for the pastor of a church to promote the interests of his ethnic group above the interests of other church members that are of different ethnic groups. Some people are ethnic biased to the extent that they are intimidated even where there is no ethnic threats. I have seen this play out in the church. People like that read the ethnic meaning to every action taken in the church. Even when people take innocent actions, they read ethnic meaning to it. When trouble goes